Imagine this, a powerhouse CEO, disguised as an everyday guy, slips into his own ritzy restaurant on a stormy Chicago night. What he uncovers isn't just bad service, it's a heartbroken waitress whose quiet tears ignite a revolution in his empire. But here's the real kicker: what if one single act of genuine kindness could shatter everything you ever believed about true success? Buckle up, folks, because this tale of redemption and heart is about to unfold right here on Midnight Tales, your go-to channel for stories that touch the soul and inspire the spirit. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button now. We're diving into a narrative that'll have you cheering for the underdogs and rethinking what leadership really means. Where are you tuning in from tonight? Drop it in the comments below. David Harrison wasn't born with a silver spoon. He clawed his way up from a humble diner 40 years ago, flipping burgers and dreaming big. Now, at 62, he reigned over 17 upscale gems scattered across 3 states, each one a testament to his grit and vision. But on this rain-lashed evening, something gnawed at him as he trudged toward Harrison's Prime, his flagship spot in the heart of downtown Chicago. No sleek suit, no flashy limo, just a soaked gray mane under a battered jacket, blending in like any weary soul escaping the downpour. Little did he know, the storm outside paled compared to the emotional tempest brewing within those glass doors. This undercover jaunt wasn't random. Whispers of slipping service standards had reached his ears through customer gripes, and David craved the raw truth from a diner's eye view. What he was about to witness would jolt him awake, reigniting the passion that first fueled his restaurant dreams and reminding him that empires aren't built on profits alone, they thrive on people. Sometimes, the universe delivers life-altering lessons in the most unassuming packages, and tonight was primed to be David's wake-up call. As he pushed through the entrance, the cozy glow of chandeliers and the soft murmur of chats enveloped him like a warm embrace. Yet, an undercurrent of tension hung in the air, thick as fog off Lake Michigan. The hostess, glued to her phone like it held the secrets of the universe, barely glanced up. "Just one," she droned, her voice flatter than a day-old pancake. David nodded, noting her fixation on scrolling texts over sparking that signature welcome. She ushered him to a cramped table by the kitchen swing doors, the Siberia of seating, reserved for low-tech prospects. Settling in, he scanned the scene. Servers darted like shadows, their grins plastered on like cheap stickers, lacking the spark of genuine joy. Laughter echoed from tables, but it rang false, like a rehearsed sitcom without the heart. This wasn't the vibrant, family-like haven David had poured his soul into creating. No, this felt like a machine grinding through motions, far from the magical spot where memories were made over meals. Then, his gaze locked onto her, a beacon in the dim. Linda, early 40s, with auburn hair tied in a ponytail that whispered of endless shifts, stood poised at the service station. Her name tag gleamed under the lights, but it was her aura that captivated. While her colleagues zipped by with robotic efficiency, Linda lingered at each table, truly tuning in. She refilled waters proactively, shared laughs that lit up faces, and made every patron feel like the star of the show. But David spotted the shadows too, snide whispers from younger servers as she passed, eye rolls when she pitched in on their sections. Linda held her head high with quiet grace, yet her shoulders sagged under an invisible burden, her smile wavering in unguarded moments like a candle in the wind. The night pulsed with demands, a finger-snapping exec at table 12, a couple griping over apps, an elderly lady rejecting her soup for the 3rd round. Through the chaos, Linda glided like a pro, her patience a deep well of empathy. David opted for a modest chicken dish, keeping low-key to observe. He marveled at her juggling 6 tables with veteran finesse, black coffee for the guy at 8, anniversary cheers for the lady at 4, a reassuring nod to the teen fumbling his first date bill at 6. She remembered it all, turning service into art. But then, a gut punch moment, after wrangling a tough table, Linda slipped into a hidden alcove between kitchen and floor. In that fleeting privacy, her facade crumbled, hands trembling, eyes brimming with silent tears. David's heart clenched. This pillar of dedication was breaking, unseen and unappreciated. His meal arrived via another server, who dumped it without a word, but David's focus stayed glued to Linda. She regrouped swiftly, smile back in place, yet now he noticed the tells, shaky fingers, measured breaths, meticulous tip counting as if each coin was a lifeline. Piecing her puzzle through stealthy watches, David saw her diffuse a spill fiasco with poise, offering to foot the cleaner's bill and flipping fury to respect. For a frazzled family with a squirmy tot, she conjured crayons from nowhere, clowning around until giggles filled the air. It was pure magic, the kind that turns a meal into a memory. "Excuse me, miss," David murmured as she breezed by. She pivoted with her trademark beam, but up close, exhaustion etched her features like fine lines on weathered stone, the toll of bearing burdens so low. "Yes, sir. Is your dinner all right?" "It's perfect," he replied softly. "You seem to pour your heart into this place. How long have you been here?" A flicker of authenticity crossed her face. 8 years next month, she said, pride edging through weariness. "Started right after losing my husband." Mr. Harrison took a chance on a 40-year-old newbie with zero experience. David's chest twisted. He recalled that interview, her determination shining through nerves, but he'd never checked back. "That sounds tough, rebuilding like that." Her smile warmed genuinely. "Terrifying, honestly. But this gig saved us. My daughter was just 10, I needed stability. The crew here. Their family, even on rough days." Before he could dig deeper, the manager, Craig, a slick, sharp-jawed millennial, materialized. "Linda, kitchen needs you. Table 9's mess." His bark was dismissive, making her flinch subtly. "Of course," she said, hurrying off. "Sorry, sir, enjoy your night." David's scrutiny shifted to Craig, who ruled like a tyrant over cogs, not souls. He witnessed public dressings down for tiny slips, eye rolls at Linda's compassionate gestures like comping a birthday treat, a fixation on penny pinching over patron delight. The powder keg ignited near close. Linda approached Craig quietly about a scheduled snag, respectful as ever. But his retort boomed, "Can't hack the hours. Find another spot. Plenty dying for your job. If this raw injustice tugs at your heartstrings, smash that like button and share why in the comments. Let's spread the empathy on Midnight Tales." Linda's cheeks burned, but she nodded and retreated to her alcove, tears flowing unchecked this time. David couldn't spectate anymore, his creation had rotted from within. He flagged her post-meltdown. "Miss, a quick word. No complaints, I swear." She eyed Craig warily. "We're wrapping up, sir, I have cleanup. Please, just a minute. I'm a business owner, your insight could help." Her hesitation melted at his earnest tone, and she sat, hands clasped, uniform frayed at edges, calluses telling tales of toil. "You mentioned a daughter, she's high school age now." Her eyes sparkled briefly. "Senior, on a roll, nursing dreams. She's my world." Then clouds gathered. "But tuition's steep, and with hours slashed." She trailed off, mortified. "Slashed hours?" He probed gently. She glanced around, whispering, "New philosophy, cut full-timers to dodge benefits. From 40 hours to 25 if lucky." They swapped 2 full-timers for 3 part-timers. Despair laced her words. "Hunting a second job, but pays peanuts. I adore this work, welcoming folks, sharing joys, easing nights, but how long can I hold on? Applications loom, I vowed to help." David seethed inwardly, seeing this loyal soul, embodying hospitality's essence, ground down by his own system's flaws. She recounted tips like lifelines for basics. "Ever raised this with the owner?" Her laugh was wry. "Mr. Harrison. Never met him. Craig says he's too big time for PNs. What'd he get about single mom struggles on waitress wages?" The barb struck deep, 8 years of devotion, yet she felt invisible to him. "Have you battled unseen battles like this? Share your story below, we're all in this together on Midnight Tales." Craig stormed up then. Linda, side work. Not paid to gab. David's resolve snapped. Rising tall, he commanded, "I'd love details on this philosophy." Craig bristled. "Closed, sir. Pay up." "Name's David Harrison," he stated calmly. "I own this joint." Shock-crippled, Linda gasped, staff froze. Craig paled. "Mr. Harrison. If I'd known, that's the beauty," David cut in. "Saw the real deal. How you treat the heartbeats of this place." Turning to Linda, 8 years back, "I hired a determined widow in her Sunday best. You pledged hard work for a shot." Tears welled as she nodded. "Kept that vow daily. And I broke mine," he admitted. "Promised family vibes, value, respect. Got lost in empire building, forgot the why." To Craig, slashing hours, discarding loyalty, killing the spirit. "Not on my watch." He phoned HR, "Terminate Craig now, transition plan for Prime." Craig slunk away. Sitting with Linda, honest truth, "What would you change here?" Stunned staff leaned in as she poured out, not just logistics, but reclaiming hospitality's soul. If this turnaround fires you up, subscribe to Midnight Tales for more uplifting sagas, hit the bell for notifications. 3 months on, David revisited that alcove spot, but vibes had transformed. Buzzing with authentic warmth, no corporate facade. Linda neared, beaming truly, name tag now assistant manager, stride confident. Training's aces, retention up 60%, satisfaction soaring highest in years. Numbers thrilled, but joys like Linda's daughter Jessica hostessing part-time, mirroring mom's kindness while socking away for nursing, warmed him more. "Scholarship update?" he asked, knowing well. Her glow intensified, 5 families aided, communities rallying. Caring pays dividends. Quietly, never dreamed I'd pay forward like this. Jessica's full ride. Life-changing. David recalled founding that fund with one call. Linda's grateful sobs outvalued any ledger. Rush hour hummed with synergy born of respect. Linda mentored newbies on valuing patrons as kin, not transactions. Used to think success was survival, she confided. Now, it's lifting others. Throat tight, David replied, "You reminded me, balance sheets fade without human bonds." Weekly rounds now, he engaged as ally, not overlord, listening, celebrating, ensuring visibility. Departing, he glanced back at the glowing windows, Linda coaching, stressing kindness over speed. Every guest. Someone's loved one, worthy of grace. In the end, profound shifts spark from spotting humanity amid the hustle. Loved this roller coaster of heart and hustle. Like, comment your takeaways, and subscribe to Midnight Tales for endless inspiration. Thanks for riding with David and Linda, rediscovering that in business and life, kindness isn't just nice, it's the ultimate game changer. See you in the next tale.